Hey Amy, are you all ready for the holidays?
Just about. I got my shopping done, but I have a lot of cooking to do. My in-laws are coming in for a long weekend.
What are you making?
Mashed potatoes, stuffing, veggies and a turducken. It's a Cornish game hen stuffed in a duck, which is stuffed in a turkey.
I know what it is, you dumb bitch. My friends Tony and Bob and I have come up with a better variation.
Well, I heard of using a chicken instead of a...
Oh no, it's not for eating. Well, I guess you could eat it. It's called a Verfucken.
What? How is it made?
It's an asshole, stuffed in a mouth, stuffed in a vagina.
You twisted fuck. What do you do with it?
It's really quite simple, even you could understand it. It's a fully contained masturbation device. Right now it is in the prototype stages. We are having a bit of a disagreement on how to assemble it.
It seems pretty straightforward.
Yes, at first glance it is. But Bob seems to think the entire assembly should fit into a mouth, and not a vagina. His flawed logic is telling him a mouth can stretch greater than a pussy.
That makes no sense at all.
I know. Tony's made the point that the vagina has much greater elasticity than a mouth. And while Tony could easily eat a baby, he in no way could give birth to one from his pie hole.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yes, agreed. We may make several variations, if only to appease Bob. One such model is housed inside a tit.
Good idea. You could grab the tit and pound your favorite orifice to completion.
Precisely, Bob had the idea of adding pigtails to the sides of the tit. This way you could skull fuck it like an underage Asian runaway. Of course, I'm just kidding. That would be illegal.
How would you keep it clean?
Excellent question, Amy. We are going to retrofit it with a spit valve similar to that of a trumpet. It's also dishwasher safe.
It seems like you have it all figured out. How much will you charge?
$199 for the base model. The same price as a modern video game system. We are in competition with Xbox, PlayStation, and the Fleshlight.
That seems a little steep.
I would expect as much from such a closed-minded person as you, Amy. Men will line up and pay cash for my ingenious Verfucken. It is the way of the future.
You're crazy, and you're making me increasingly uncomfortable.
Then you're not going to like this question at all.
What?
I would like to make a cast replica of your butthole. We will use it on the assembly line to craft our Verfucken.
It's going to cost you.
Don't worry, I will pay you a later, to be decided percentage of sales.
I will think about it. Just out of curiosity, why don't you want to use my mouth or vagina?
Well, Amy, do you remember the time we made love in college?
I remember the time you forced yourself upon me.
Yes, and do you remember what I said?
You said, and I quote, "Let's not turn this rape into murder."
No, not that. I said your vagina was worn out, like the sagging headliner of an old car. That is why I went for the Hershey Highway. I can only imagine how beat up you are now.
You can go fuck yourself. I'm done with this conversation.
I would much prefer to fuck my Verfucken. Your butthole is the keystone, Amy.
I'm calling the police.
Fun, Amy. There are literally billions of assholes in the universe. I chose you because I wanted to cut you in on the profits. Your loss, Amy, your loss.
I'll manage. Tell Tony and Bob to use their assholes instead.
That's both gay and illogical.
Just like this entire conversation. Have a nice life.
I hope you die in an AIDS fire. Goodbye, you worthless bitch.